really big decision, Afghanistan.
Yes.
Were you the last person in the room?
Yes.
And you feel comfortable?
I do. And I'm going to add to that. This is a president who has an extraordinary amount of courage.
So brave. Outkick.com founder Clay Travis. Clay, we tabulated this. 20 out of the 37 days Joe Biden has been on vacation, and he's just starting day 2 of his 7-week vacation at Rehoboth Beach. Wouldn't you want to show you had a little muscle after just getting whacked? Like you still are president, instead of basically admitting you were never president?
I think he's pouting, Jesse. He's like the kid who's losing a kickball game or a wiffle ball game and takes the ball and goes home. We've never seen anything like this in the history of the American presidency since they forced Joe Biden out, other than his Monday after midnight address in Chicago and the Oval Office address. He basically has been completely absent. And I think he is trying to show Democrats how angry with them he is by not doing the job of president of the United States. And it's scary, frankly, because certainly Iran sees it, Russia sees it, China sees it. This guy's in office until January, in theory, and he's clearly not interested in doing the job. We don't think he's mentally and physically able, but at least they tried to pretend before. Now that he's not running for re-election, he's dialed out at a level that none of us alive today have ever seen an American president behaving like this.
Do you think the people responsible for the coup told him to take the rest of the presidency off? So, like, it doesn't look like he's still there, so Kamala doesn't have to be seen with him, and people just forget he's the incumbent?
In all honesty, I think this was a part of the negotiated settlement. I think that he said, if I'm stepping down, you're not going to Richard Nixon me. I'm not going to throw up the peace sign as I get onto the helicopter on the South Lawn. I get to finish. You're not pulling up the moving vans. I get to finish my term. You get to run Kamala. But this is the price. In addition, I bet, to millions and millions of dollars, if not tens of millions of dollars, to some sort of Joe Biden foundation to build a library. This is embarrassing. And to me, this is the only way to explain exactly what's going on right now. He's just jetting from one billionaire's house to another. And if we ever talked about how in the world he has, I think it's a 7,000 square foot beach house. I mean, the fact that he owns this property and nobody said, wait a minute, he never made more than $175,000 a year during the entire tenure of his 50 years in the government. And somehow he's got a multi-million-dollar beach house and we just pretend that it's normal.
Yeah, and if he gets another beach house after November, we're going to know exactly how much they paid him to step down.